Hi everyone, in this video I'll show you how to make a pattern in Procreate using the Ogee layout or Ogee layout, however you want to pronounce it. So we'll start by making the Ogee shape first, and then we'll turn it into a stamp brush. Then using the same, we will then draw our motif and turn it into a repeating pattern in Procreate. So let's get started. So I'll start by making the Ogee shape first, and to do that I'll take a canvas. You can take any size that you want. I have taken 3600 pixel by 3600 pixel canvas here. Then I'll go to the wrench tool and tap on canvas, then toggle on drawing guide, then tap on edit drawing guide, and in the grid size I will keep it at about 900 pixels, and then I'll click on done. And now I'll roughly draw a circle within the 4 middle squares. Take a solid brush like the monoline and just draw a circle. Tap with one finger on the screen and you'll get a perfect circle. Then I'll tap on the move tool and make sure it's snapping and magnetics is on, and I will try to position it in the center. Now while the circle is still selected, I will tap on the select tool and tap on rectangle. So what I'm trying to do is I will cut this circle into 2 semicircles and then cut one of the semicircle into 2 parts. Let me show you what I mean and you'll understand it better. So once you've selected half of the circle, swipe with 3 fingers downwards and click on cut paste. And here you'll see the circle is cut into 2 halves now. I'll again tap on the select tool, and this time I'll try to select one of the quadrants. And then again swipe with 3 fingers downwards and click on cut paste. Now you can see one of the semicircle is cut into 2 halves. So my next step will be to bring the top portion to the bottom and the bottom portion to the top. Now you can be as precise as you want to be. So first of all I'll move the cut parts, and then I will again select the move tool and try to join both of these parts. Do the same with the bottom part also. So I'm doing this because if you're someone who likes to keep everything perfect, then this is a good method for you. But if you're like me, then I will show you how I just wing it and I don't care about all these perfections. So I will show you that method also. But if you like to have everything, all the technicalities perfect, then this is the method for you. So now what I'll do is I'll first merge all the layers and duplicate the layer once, and then flip it horizontally and try to bring it to the other side and join it like I'm doing in the video now. Now you can just make some adjustment here to have that perfect shape here, and you're done with the Ogee shape. Now you can merge everything and this is what you'll get. You can center it if you want to. Let's come to the second method. If you're someone who doesn't care about all these technicalities and you're okay with a little bit imperfection, so what I'll do is I'll make another layer on top of this. I'll toggle on the drawing guide, go to symmetry and make sure quadrant symmetry is on and click on done. Now I'll just try to make the Ogee shape with free hand. Just try to make it as perfect as you can, but even if it's not very perfect, that's still okay. So most of the time this is the way I do it. I'm okay with little imperfections, and this is my shape now. So you can try any of the 2 methods that you like. Now let's turn it into a stamp brush. So what I'll do is, while one of the shape is selected, tap on the wrench tool, then go to add and tap on copy canvas. Now I'll go to the brushes, and in the calligraphy you have a monoline brush. Just duplicate it once. Never make any changes to the existing brush because you never know, you may need that settings again. So always duplicate your brush whenever you want to make any changes, and then you can proceed. Now after you have duplicated the brush, tap on it once again, go to shape, tap on import, and then tap on paste. Now the shape will be pasted here. Now just tap with 2 fingers to invert it. Then tap on done. Don't forget to tap on done, otherwise this will not work. Then go to stroke path and increase the spacing to maximum. Come to stabilization and just decrease everything. And go to properties and increase the maximum size and also the minimum size little bit. And then toggle on use stamp preview and also orient to screen. And then click on done. Now I'll create another layer above it, toggle off this layer, and now if I'll tap once on the screen, then you'll get this shape. Now just tap on the move tool and tap on fit to canvas and you'll get the shape. So this is how you'll convert it into a stamp brush. Now let's see how to draw a motif using this shape. I'll give the link to download this stamp brush below in the description, and you can just download it and start using it. Otherwise you can just create your own brush. So once my shape is ready, I will go to the wrench tool and then click on canvas and then toggle on drawing guide, and in edit drawing guide I will go to symmetry and choose vertical symmetry. Now I'll choose a color palette, and for the brush I'll be taking the dry ink brush, which is in the inking section in Procreate. So first of all I'll make a background layer and just drag and drop the color like I have shown you multiple times in many of my previous videos. So you just have to make a background layer, and in the layers panel you will see I have duplicated the assisted layer a few times. I do this beforehand because I don't want to toggle on the drawing assist every time I create a new layer. So it just becomes easier when you have this duplicated layers and you can just keep on drawing and continue the flow. So I'll choose a color palette and then I'll click on one layer and I'll start drawing the flowers. Now you can draw anything that you want to, but I'll just stick to flowers and leaves because that's my favorite. That's what I really like to draw. So let's just draw some simple flowers and leaves here. And for every different color, I'll choose a separate layer. And also I can edit it later or recolor it later easily if I ever want to. Now you don't have to stick to this type of drawing that I'm doing here or this type of motif. You can draw anything. Start from the middle, and if you want to change the symmetry also, it's absolutely okay. Go with quadrant symmetry if you want to, or play with horizontal symmetry also. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to stick to a certain kind of symmetry or you have to stick to a certain kind of motif. You can do anything you want to here. So just follow your creativity and do whatever you want to. And as you can see, I'm trying to remain inside this Ogee shape. But it is absolutely okay if your drawing is going out of this Ogee outline. We can change it later like you will see I have done in the video. Now let me show you the easiest way to make a dotted brush. So click on the brushes, then go to calligraphy and choose the monoline brush. Now always duplicate the brush, never change the original brush. So I'll duplicate this monoline brush, then I'll click on the brush once And in the stroke path, increase the stroke path spacing to about 87%. Then go to properties and increase the maximum size in brush behavior to about 180 or 190%. However big you want the dots to look like. I am happy with this, so I will keep it at 190%. Now I'll create another layer here. Then I'll tap on the wrench tool and then tap on canvas. Go to edit drawing guide, and in symmetry I'll tap on quadrant symmetry and click on done. Now I'll take a different color. Just with one shift motion, I'll draw this dotted lines. Did you see how easy it is to make this dotted brush? So I'll see if there is any gap, then I'll just tap there once to create one dot. And also, as you can see, my flower is overlapping this dotted line. So I'll try to adjust the position of this flower now. So what you can do is, you can either erase everything and draw the flower again, or like I am doing here, I'll choose everything, all the layers of this flower. Then I'll tap on the select tool and select it, and then I will try to move it. Now this process sometimes doesn't work, because since we have drawn this flower in symmetry, then if you will draw anything above this, then sometimes it may not match. So if you're not sure about your placing, then just erase it and draw the flower again. For the leaves and branches also I'll do the same. I'll just erase it and draw it again. And now I'll try to fill all the gaps inside this shape. So once I'm done with drawing the shapes, I'll take another brush. Maybe I'll take the monoline brush here, which is in calligraphy, and choose a color and then draw some outlines. Now this totally depends on your style, however you want to draw this line works. I'll just keep it very simple here. So once I'm done with drawing my motifs, I'll click on one layer and select the others, and then tap on group. Then I'll rename it to original and duplicate this group and keep it as a backup. Now I'll just go back and take my full drop template that I have shown you how to create. Watch this video if you want to know how to create this template. I also have this for free in my freebie vault. You can subscribe to my newsletter and get everything for free. So I'll take my template. Now I will go to my motif canvas and tap and hold it, come back, then tap on the template and then drop the motif there. And as you will see, everything will be arranged in the opposite order. I don't know why Procreate does this, but you have to manually arrange everything again. So that's what I'll do now quickly. And once I'm done, I'll select one and swipe the others towards right and then click on group to group it. Then I'll just duplicate this original group once and toggle off the original, and while the duplicate group is selected, I'll tap on the select tool, then go to save and load and tap on selection 1. Then tap on the move tool and tap on flip horizontal and flip vertical. Now I'll do this for all the 4 quadrants here. Now as you can see, it is so easy to make a pattern in Procreate using the templates. So I would definitely recommend you to watch this video to know how to create these templates. And now I'll just delete the background layer here to reveal the original layer. And since there are 2 dotted lines here, so what I'll do is I'll duplicate the original layer once again, because I don't want to delete or make any changes to the original. It is always my backup. So I will duplicate the original layer, and in the duplicated layer I'll delete this dotted lines so that I'll get only one single dotted line here. And at this point, if you want, you can make a new motif altogether in the center to bring variation to your pattern, or like I'm doing here, you can also change the colors of the motifs. So I'll just alpha lock the layer, then choose my color and tap on it once and then tap on fill layer. I have explained this process in details in this video. Do watch it if you want to know the different ways how to recolor your artwork or your pattern in Procreate. So I'll just quickly recolor everything now. And now once I'm done with recoloring everything, let's test our pattern. You can rename your layer if you want to. So I'll rename it to center and the other one to corners so that I don't get confused. And now I'll swipe with 3 fingers towards down and then click on copy all. Then swipe with 3 fingers again towards down and then tap on paste. And you'll get a flattened layer here. So I'll duplicate it for 3 more times. Then tap on the first layer. Then tap on the move tool and tap on one of this corner here and just type half of the size of this canvas. So for me, since my canvas size is 3600 pixel, so half of it will be 1800 pixel. So I'm just typing 1800. So in this method, you don't have to drag or move anything manually. And this method also ensures that you don't move anything or any of the quadrants by 1 inch, which may lead to your pattern not repeating properly. So I think this is a better method. And as you can see, your Ogee pattern is ready. So here, as you can see, this is a bi-directional pattern, or one of the flower is pointing upwards and one is pointing downwards. If you want to keep everything in one direction, then what you can do is I'll go to the corner layer and I'll click on the move tool and then I'll just rotate it by 45 degrees till it faces upwards. And now if I'll do the same process by swiping with 3 fingers towards down and tap on copy all and then again swipe with 3 fingers and tap on paste and then duplicate the flattened layer for 3 more times and do the process like I have shown before of tapping on this blue dot on one corner and then type the size that is half of the canvas size. And here you can see everything is facing towards one direction. So whatever you like, you can keep it as it is. Either you can go with this pattern or you can go with the other one. And to make it even smaller, I'll duplicate it again for 4 more times and do the same process. And you can keep on doing this process till you get the required scale of your pattern. And now I'll merge everything and this is our final pattern. So yeah, this is it. And I hope this was helpful to you. If you want to download this Ogee template, I will link it in the description below. You can download it there. And also I'll link all the videos that I have mentioned in this video. So I hope you liked it. Bye.